Since today is the next to the last day of February, it's also Black History Month. This poem is written by one of my favorite poets. His name is Robert Hayden. He's very famous for a poem called Those Winter Sundays, but that's not the poem. This is Frederick Douglass. When it is finally ours, this freedom, this liberty, this beautiful and terrible thing, needful to man as air, usable as earth, when it belongs at last to all, when it is truly instinct, brain matter, diastole, systole, reflex action, when it is finally won, when it's more than the gaudy mumbo jumbo of politicians, this man, this Douglass, this former slave, this Negro beaten to his knees, exiled, visioning a world where none is lonely, none hunted, alien, this man, superb in love and logic, this man shall be remembered. Oh, not with statues and rhetoric, not with legends and poems and wreaths of bronze alone, but with the lives grown out of his life. The lives fleshing his dream of the beautiful, needful thing. And I'd like to share this poem. Move from a broader kind of history to a personal history. It's maybe 15, 20 years ago. I lived for 30 years in Washington, D.C. And Washington, D.C. obviously has a great deal of monuments, many of which are very famous and several of which are quite beautiful. But I lived there for, I don't know, maybe 10 years before I actually went to see the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And so this poem is about that. A couple of quick notes. Thu at the End is a village in Vietnam. And I went with two of my cousins. One of them is named Robin, and the other one is named Denise. I think everything else in the poem is self-explanatory. Hush now, don't explain. For Robin. Under a sapphire ceiling, the three of us walk west on Constitution Avenue. At 19th Street, we become black threads weaving through a quilt of white tourists. You ask Denise and me what we remember of the war. I recall in black and white helicopters swarming like locusts, two men emerging from a jungle bearing a bandaged comrade, a Buddhist monk wrapped in robes a warmer orange than the flames which engulfed him. I was barely old enough to understand the flame's finality. Our conversation fades as we pass the book of names. It says, Robert Lewis Howard, panel 22W. You say, Thu at the End, June 1969. We round the corner, find the headstone of an era, an eternal funeral. Who knows if the sudden quiet is reverence or shame? Roses, wreaths, and carnations, bright as fresh blood, lean against the stone, heads bow. A legless vet rolls by, the eye of his camera blinking furiously. The name sits 13 lines from the top. The tallest, I'm drafted to make the trace. I square the paper, shading to reveal a shade. As I hand you the ghost of a name, the arithmetic hits me. The summer of '69 found you in diapers. All you've had for a dad is a folded flag and a sergeant's smile on a curling Polaroid. Slowly, the reflecting pools of our eyes fill. Trembling, you clutch the letter that vexes still. Why? We walk to the benches, trailing teardrops. Denise hums a balm as we huddle and rock. Hush now, don't explain. Below us, three tight-lipped bronze soldiers. Above us, a flag spilling like blood down a bayonet. Above that, an August sky, almost blue as the tremor